Hey y'all, Jim Vest here. I just want to get in here real quick and tell you, kind of let you know what's going on, and update. I know I'm not getting these videos up or getting this thing together as quickly as I wanted to. I know the page still looks like shit, but it'll get there little by little. Anyhow, I had intended today to go into the gym and make a training video actually, and I was pretty pumped for that, excited about it. But, and this coincides with what I'm going to talk about here. I want to talk about older trainers and injury. How much easier it is for you to be injured, and some of the things you can probably try to do to avoid an injury. You're not always going to avoid it. Something's going to happen. You're going to pull something, you're going to tweak something, But hopefully you can avoid muscle tears and ruptures. So what happened is last night I went to the gym. I did back. Today I intended to do arms. And normally I wouldn't do, it's probably not the smartest thing in the world to do arms the day after a really heavy, hard back workout. But I've been going a little harder. I've been compressing the workouts a little closer together because I had gotten down to like 260-ish. And now I'm sitting at around 285, 284. And I'm trying to get a little bit bigger real quick just to throw some size back up. So I went in last night and I hit back really hard, and I came in, I got up this morning, or last night I started to notice it bruising. But anyway, long story short, I ruptured part of my bicep last night. So, of course, no arm workout today. But that's what happens occasionally. It's kind of stupid. I know better. I was pushing it kind of hard. And that's the whole point. As you get older, you should know better. You should train a little bit smarter. I've had a lot of injuries over the years. I've torn part of a rear delt. I've torn part of a lat. I tore this bicep actually 19 years ago. Snapped partly up my arm. That was really bad. This is pretty minor considering. And the worst thing I ever tore, I tore one of my quadriceps, snapped all up my leg, and that was probably 10 years ago. That was pretty bad. But whole point is, as you get older, it's easier to get injured. Your body's not making hormones it once made. Growth hormone production is really low, almost maybe close to non-existent. And that growth hormone really protects the connective tissue. And no, I don't supplement growth hormone. Surprise, surprise. We're not all like, drug-taking freaks. Do I supplement some things? I need a little help with testosterone. I'm over 50. Yeah. But I'm one of those guys, I'm not really fond of that aspect of it. It's never been my favorite thing to do, and it's why I really wasn't going to be competitive, at the higher ends, because I'm not going to do the things I really needed to do to be competitive there. I probably had the genetics for it, but I got by a lot on genetics and did very little, and today even very, very little. But it would probably be a good idea to do some growth hormone, use some growth hormone, because it would take very little, small amounts, and it could be prescribed as HRT therapy, and it would probably prevent a lot of injury. So, other than that though, what you need to do is slow down as you get older, train smarter, more rest periods between the workouts, organize your workouts with a little bit of intelligence, largest parts to smallest parts. That means the beginning of the week, if you first start training on Monday and you wrap up your training by the end of the week, however you space it out, and you need probably a day rest in between each workout, in my opinion, if you're really going hard. And at the end of the week, maybe 1 or 2 days off before you start back up again. And then again, go by how you feel, how that muscle feels, if it's completely recovered or not. You need to eat to support that recovery. And of course, vitamins, got to have a good multivitamin. You got to get enough water, and you're going to need the protein. Beginning of the week, you would want to train like your heavier body parts, your bigger parts, chest, back, legs, whatever that may be, before you would do like shoulders. Okay, like you wouldn't do shoulders today and then come back and try and do chest tomorrow. That's asking for an injury. You want to go biggest to smallest, all right? Also, need to get enough sleep. And when you get into the gym, don't be caught up in an ego thing. The guy next to you, the kid next to you is throwing around a whole bunch of weight. Don't go in there and think you're going to do that. I see a lot of older guys come in the gym. They don't use full range of motion. They put too much weight on a machine, and they're barely pushing the weight. What's that going to get you? It's not going to help you, okay? Think of a screen door hinge. If you don't open that door to its fullest extent, or close it to its fullest extent, say you only open it part way, It only moves this way. Over a period of time, it's going to stiffen up, and you're not going to be able to open it all the way or close it all the way. It's the same thing with the rest of your body, your joints, everything else. If you really want to benefit from training, full range of motion, okay? Reduce the weight, less weight, use a weight you can handle, and warm up. Warm up is critical. I can remember when I was really young, I would jump under 2 1/4, my first set on the bench, flat bench. And that was stupid then, and I see guys do it today, and it's stupid, and it's reckless, but I could get away with it when I was younger. But nowadays, I don't even try it. It hurts just to think about it. I warm up with the bar. I literally just get under the 45-pound bar on flat bench to warm up. And then I progressively add weight. And I do really high rep warm-up sets. Make sure I get good and stretched and warm. And I do that with every muscle group. Another thing I do is I don't go and do like a lot of heavy compound movements week after week, workout after workout. Every other workout is a heavy workout for me. Okay, like say today I go to do chest, I would go downstairs in my basement, I would use all free weights, multi-joint movements, I would warm up, but I would go fairly heavy, but I'm going to warm up. And then when it rolled back around again next week, I work every body part, whole body over a period of a week. So next week when I came back to do chest, there wouldn't be any free weight stuff down in the basement. Now I would go to the gym and I would use all cables and machines to exploit all the multiple angles, and it would be higher reps, less rest between sets, almost moving directly from exercise to exercise and set to set, almost with almost no rest, much faster pace. Whereas when I do the free weight workouts, it's going to be heavier, longer rest periods between sets, and lower reps typically. You have fast twitch and slow twitch fibers, so it serves the purpose of, I think, training both types of fibers to exploit as much muscle growth as possible. And at the same time, it hopefully keeps me injury free. But like I said, this should never even have happened. It didn't have to happen. I know better. But I deviated from how I would normally do things, and got a little careless and threw a little weight around a little recklessly, and that's what happened. Good control. Just use some smarts when you get in there. As you get older, you have to train differently and you have to thoroughly warm up. We're going to get into nutrition later on, and like I said, I definitely want to get into the gym, and I'll show you some of the things I do. I'll show you what I do on a free weight workout, and then the next time around when that body part comes up again, I'll show you what I do in the gym. So if you only saw me training in the gym, you would say, God, how's this guy so big? He doesn't move any weight. All he uses are machines and cables. But there's a method to the madness, and that's not true. Another thing is it tries to help keep my ego in check, because we're all guys. We all have testosterone as our primary, sex hormone. And when we're in the gym and there's a guy next to you lifting weights, there's a guy down from him, he's lifting weights and they're moving a lot of weight around. You feel like moving a lot of weight around too. You don't want to be the guy that can't move any weight around. So you want to show what you can do. Well, that's the wrong mindset. Don't get caught up in that. It doesn't matter what the guy next to you is lifting, all right? You got to get up and go to work tomorrow. You got things you got to do. You got responsibilities. You're older. That body has to last you. It's lasted you this long. It's going to have to last you the rest of your life. So don't be in any big hurry. Take your time. Do it safely. Do it wisely. And do what you got to do for you. Don't worry about the guy next to you. All right, so that's it for now. And I'll get back and see you soon. I hope start getting some more of these videos up, get the quality a little bit better, and get some things going. Have a good night and good luck with your training.